Hi guys. I'm going to go over the source gathering sheet. Because it's really important that you understand what goes in each part of it. I know that you've used something extremely similar before, but there are some changes. And last time you used it, a lot of people made mistakes in the way they filled it out. Because this is specifically a research paper, it's going to be really important, and you're going to be held accountable for having all the accurate information about your sources. So it's really important that you understand this sheet. Can't underscore it enough. Watch this video twice if you need to, okay? So in the same document as where you filled out these first two parts of your KWL, you're gonna go down and you have all of your research source gathering charts. And you're gonna fill one out for every single source, every single link you see. So if I'm on YouTube, say this is my source, or yeah, whatever, this could be my source. The first category, I might even have them both open at once, so it's easier. I love doing this. If this is my source, I have this open in my source gathering sheet. The first thing is name of website, organization, book, or individual. Where did I get this information? Confusingly, the reason I chose YouTube, the answer is not YouTube. The answer is actually who published it, which in this case is Crash Course. So I'd write Crash Course here. However, the thing that's a little confusing about that is that, isn't that also the author? Yes. In this case, it is the author because that's who made it. Crash Course is also the author. There's no other author listed, and so we put the name of the organization. So sometimes specifically for videos, especially, that will be the same, okay? But you're gonna write them both anyway, just so that you can make sure you didn't miss anything, and because other times they're not the same. So say I wasn't using YouTube, I was using Encyclopedia Britannica, which a lot of you used last time, and I'm on this page. The name of the website, organization, book, or individual is Encyclopedia Britannica. I spelled it wrong. Come on. I know it's Encyclopedia Britannica. That's also wrong. And the author, there's actually a specific author of this article. And so I'm not writing Encyclopedia Britannica. Instead, I'm writing Kara Rogers. Okay, so those are not always going to be the same, but sometimes they are. The title, in this case, would be Pandemic, or if I was back in the other one, it would be Media Institution is the title, right? The date published, where do I find that? I don't see it. Oh, I think I actually have to make it bigger. More, where is it? Oh, here, published, I almost missed it. Published January 16th, 2016. On here, it says last updated, you can put that date, okay? And the URL or link to website. This one is a place where a lot of people, right now it's confusing because it's like I'm citing two sources, but yeah. You would only be doing this for one source. I was just giving two examples because they look a little different. So let me make sure they actually all say that this is all for the right one. Let's say I'm sort of citing this one, which means this is the date. Okay, URL or link to website. I am not just writing encyclopedia.com or encyclopediabritannica.com or britannica.com. I am clicking on this thing at the top. I see how the whole thing is highlighted. I'm then doing Control C to copy, or Command C if you're on a Mac, Command V. That whole thing is the URL. I should be able to access the URL. I mean, if I click on the link, it should take me to that thing. That's really important because then if you miss a piece of information below, you can go back and find it. Okay, same thing with if I was doing the YouTube one. I'm highlighting that whole thing, copying it, and pasting it. Okay? That's a thing that a lot of you did wrong the first time, and it's really important. Okay. And then so once you get the source information, this is just answering a couple questions. What is it? It's both of these are secondary sources. Remember, primary sources are written by someone who was there at the time of an event, and secondary is like about the event after the fact. Article, video, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, okay, it's a video. and what is it mostly about. So both of these are overview things, but as you go, you're going to have sources that are about, like, if you did labor unions, about labor unions generally, and then some of your sources will be about, okay, it's about the Haymarket strike of blah, 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 or someone's perspective on that. That's what you're writing in this gist section. So you know what the source is mostly about, okay? The last section, this is where you're gathering basically the evidence that you'll end up using in your paper. You can both have paraphrases, which are when, you know, it's in your own words, or you can have direct quotes. But if you have a direct quote that you think will be important to support your argument, it's really, really important that you indicate it. Say, this to me is really important. I have a direct quote here and I copy it. That's fine, but it's really important that I put it in quotation marks, because that way later I don't think that that's a paraphrase. I know that that is a direct quote. If you do not do that, you are very likely to accidentally plagiarize, accidentally basically like cheat, because you're going to forget that it's a direct source. It's happened to almost everyone when doing research at some point. So it's really important, put it in quotation marks so you know it's a direct quote. Okay? And then if it's your own words, if I was summarizing that and I was saying, pandemics are similar to epidemics, but affect everyone, right? That's my own words. It just says something similar. Then I don't have to put it in quotation marks. Okay, and you're going to put any information that you think is really important. Sometimes you might only have like one or two quotes here, two pieces of information here. Other sources, you might have get like a whole bunch of information depending on the source. Okay, so that is it. Please watch it again if you have any questions, or let us know, email us, because it's really important that you understand how to fill out this sheet. Okay.